Alright folks, welcome back to your boy Destination Trucker. We were just leaving a Copart yard where we went and we looked at some vehicles. Unfortunately, Copart here in Edmonton, in Canada probably, you're not allowed to take pictures, not allowed to do any recording, nothing like that there. It's a Canada thing, not a Copart thing, right? Like Canada, they're so... I don't know, I don't understand why you can't take pictures of it, and, to see, fucking, who's gonna, how much is it gonna cost to fix this or that or anything. But anyways, folks, I went in there, I looked at a couple vehicles, and I got some on the watch list, so I'm going to take my nephew back home, and, we're going to get another coffee first because
this one's cold.
This one's cold, but then I'm going to take him home, and then we are going to go home, and we are going to put a bid in on one of the cars. And hopefully I bring some new stuff to the channel with rebuilding cars, because that is my plan, folks. I didn't want to say nothing until I was sure of it, but today was the first day I was out and looked at a few vehicles. I got a couple on the watch list. I got a real nice one. I said to Jeremy, I said, that one there is probably one you would keep for yourself and drive.
Yeah.
It was
really nice.
Yeah, but it wasn't a pre-sale, folks. It's one of those ones where... what is it, minimum bid, whatever. So if the seller doesn't want to sell it for that price, right, you basically put a bid in for waste your time. And chances are, the car is worth, I think, the value, they valued at about $6,000 Canadian. So chances are he probably wants $6,000 for it. But he doesn't realize that it's got damage, and, I don't care what vehicle you're getting. No matter what, you got to look at it this way, okay? To make it original again, you're going to have to paint it. No paint shop is going to do it for less than $500, right? It's $500 for paint. So, it's $500. Then you're going to talk about you need a bumper, a fender, whatever it may be, a door, and that stuff's cheap, right? And then you got to take in the time and the labor of doing it. Even though you're maybe doing it yourself, right? You got to take in that time. At the end of the day, what is it worth to you? And that's what I'm all about, is what is it worth to me at the end of the day? What is that vehicle worth to me for my time and effort of putting into their vehicle, right? So what's a fair price to bid for a vehicle? And I got one picked out. It's let's just put it this way. I mean, it'll take me probably about 2 hours to fix the whole car. And it's got some damage to it, but 2 hours to probably fix the whole car. And I'm hoping that it makes a good profit for me. Well, if I get it for the right price, folks. You got to remember too, when you're buying from Copart, they have fees and stuff. So if you make a bid of, let's just say $500, you're roughly going to be paying about $300 in fees, right? So you got to remember that too. For every bid you make, you got to pay fees for it. Like if you make a bid of say $150, you got to pay fees, and the fees would be for $150. You're looking at probably $75 in fees, $80 in fees. So by the time you finish, you're paying $250 for that vehicle. So you got to remember that too. Anyways, let's head to Tim Hortons. And I'm going to go over the vehicles that I looked at or wanted to look at and couldn't. I'll explain why. But let's start with the first one. Okay, this is the 2008 GMC Yukon XLK 1500. It is a 5.0 V8, which is I believe they're a Vortec. I think the same engine is in the Chevs. I'm pretty sure the Chevy Silverado. It's that Vortec engine, I think. I could be wrong. If you know, you can comment below and let me know. But I'm pretty sure they are. And the reason I'm looking at this here one, I did not get to look at it today because they did not have it out yet. It was still in back because of the holiday here in Canada. But anyways, with that said, I was looking at this because I thought it'd be a good little vehicle for the wife. It's got 230,000 kilometers. She said she wanted something like that was big and had lots of room. And you know, this could haul my camper. I would definitely could haul my camper, right? This big rig. It'd probably be better than my truck, to be honest. Current price is sitting at $150. I'm gonna watch it. If I can get the thing for a decent price, I think I might take it. It says it has what was it, side damage or something? Or front end. Secondary was front end, and first was primary damage was side. I cannot see in the pictures any damage, but that's not to say that there isn't when you get to it. But with that said, it doesn't, even if there is damage, it's probably the doors, which I can probably pop back out maybe, or something. I could do something with it, I'm not sure. But anyways, we're not going to stick on that one too long. Okay, let's go to the next one. This here one, I did not put a price tag on it because it is not a pre-sale, it is a minimum bid. And what a minimum bid is, folks, if you don't know, Copart, the person selling the vehicle puts a price tag on it. Okay, so they determine what they want for the vehicle. And if they don't reach their price or close to it, they deny it. So basically, you could be bidding for nothing. I did want to look at it though, just to see, you know, what's what. But this here is 2007 Mitsubishi Eclipse Spider GT convertible. It's got 138,000 kilometers. It's a run and drive. I did say convertible. It's a manual transmission, rear wheel drive. Tires were about 50% on it. You know, they're retailing it. Copart is retailing it at $6,500. The person selling it, I would almost assume they're looking for $4,000 to $5,000 for it. Because a bumper is, I looked on, I forget what website, but I can get a bumper. It's not painted that color. You can get it painted for an extra cost. I think it was an extra $150 to get it painted, the color of the car, which would bring it out to, I think, just under $500 for the bumper if you got it painted, which wasn't bad. You know, it's not bad, but if you're buying a car that you plan on flipping, you're not going to spend $5,000 and then for the car and then go and turn around and spend another $500 for a bumper and then sell it for $6,000. That's only $500 profit. What a waste of time. Next on my list, and this here one I was looking at, maybe it would have been a good content for the channel and could have brought new eyes to the channel for what's coming in the future, was a 2013 Ford Taurus Police Interceptor. I was interested in this car. It's a pre-sale. It's got 239,000 kilometers. It's run and drive. The damage is to the trunk, to the passenger rear and front window of the car, and there's damage to the driver's door too. Now, I do not know what the damage is to the driver's door. I could not open it to see, so that kind of put me at a price tag at $250. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they already went over that there now, so it's kind of, you know, I could still make a profit off it, folks. The tires on it, right? It's a police car. Tires on it are brand new. Why? Because tax dollars are paying for them. Plus, it's got the push bar on the front. So you look at the tires and rims. You can make $400 on the tires and rims, easy, if not more, if you want it. Then you got the push bar to make another $100. There's $500. So, you know, if you put a bid in for $500, you can make your $500 back. But I'm not interested in it after that. There, fact, this here one I put it at such a high bid because it's manual, which people love manual transmission. The kilometers are very low. So this is a 2011 Honda Civic DX. It's got a 61,413 kilometers. It's a pre-sale. The current bid is sitting at $350. It's got damage to the bumper, the side fender, the windshield, the front passenger side door, and the mirror for the passenger side door. I don't honestly, I don't know what happened to this car. Like, it looks like, I don't know, something went through the windshield, like pipe or something. I'm not sure exactly, but I did not start any of these vehicles besides one. I'm not going to say which one I did start because I do not want anybody saying, "Oh, well, you must be interested in that one for sure." Well, obviously, if I started it, I was interested in it. But I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna say anything. So this here one, I put a price tag of $500 is my max bid. That's as high as I would go with it. Next one on the list is a 1999 Honda CR-V EX. And if my buddy's watching this, man, you know right now that I'm interested in this one for sure. The damage is what they're saying is the front end damage. And I looked at it, and what it is the bumper. Front end bumper is damaged. They estimate the retail value of this CR-V at $1,800.87, or $87. $1,887. It's got 256,000 kilometers on it. If you know these CR-Vs, folks, I love them. They're all-wheel drive. Phenomenal in the winter. And as long as you do the timing belt on them, they're a great deal. Great deal. The current bid on this is sitting at $100. I put a retail value of $250 on it. That's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm going to put a bid on, because it might only need a front bumper, but where it's such an old vehicle, I may have to do the brakes to pass the salvage inspection. There's so much that could add up. Can I make a profit? I'll tell you right now, folks. I had two of them, and I made a profit off of both of them. I bought one with 280,000 kilometers on it, I think, when I bought it, and I sold it with 380,000 for the same price I bought it for 100,000 kilometers ago, right? I bought another one, same thing, basically sold it for the same price I bought it for. Actually, the guy I'm talking about that's probably going to watch this, he sold it to me, and I sold it, and I shouldn't have, but I made choices, and choices I made, that's what happens. But I'm interested in that one for sure, folks. I'll tell you right now. Next one on the list is a 2006 Chevy Cobalt LT. It's sitting at 178,000 kilometers. Current bid on it is $175. This needs a windshield, a fender, passenger mirror. It's a two-door car. And and the back quarter panel, I guess is what you call it. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Needs to be pulled out. It's got a dent in it or something, like almost like someone kicked it in, like kicked it. Yeah. So basically, I just got to pull that back out. I put a retail value of this that I would pay for it. It's $300. That's where I'm at. Because you got to remember too, folks, when you're buying Copart vehicles, there's a fee with it, right? So, okay, so for instance, okay, this car they retail it at $4,000. Okay, I'm putting a bid of $300. By the time the fees and everything for that bid, if I was to get it, it would be $550. Plus, I'm renting a trailer to go get it. That's another $150. So there's $700 right there. A windshield, you're $350 to $400 for a windshield. That brings you to $1,000. A new fender and a mirror. You may get lucky and get a fender and a mirror at the junkyard and cost you $75. So whatever that, what am I at? Like, I don't know. I think I'm at say $1,200, and they retail it at $4,000 for this car. Am I going to sell it for $4,000? No, right? I'm going to make a profit off it. You know, I'm going to probably sell it for $2,500, right? Because I want a quick sale. So that's just it, folks, right? That's you know, that's the way you got to look at it. Is, you know, how much am I going to pay? How much am I going to spend to fix it? What can I sell it for to make a quick profit, right? This is another one. I kind of priced it high because it doesn't really need a lot to fix it. It's a 2005 Honda Civic DX. It's got 182,000 kilometers. It's a pre-sale. The current bid is $100. The damage is rear end damage, and secondary is hail. This is a funny part. They put the car as a rear wheel drive. It's not a rear wheel drive. There's no Honda Civic out there that's rear wheel drive. I don't even think the what do you call it? Were rear wheel drive. The Souls. I don't even think they were rear wheel drive. They were all front wheel drive. I could be wrong on the Souls. If I am, comment below. I'm busy, but okay, love ya. Anyways, I put this at a $500. Kids are gonna distract me, so I can't do this, folks. I put this at a $500 max bid because it needs a bumper, rear bumper, and rear trunk. And the car is clean. Tires on it. The tires on it aren't the greatest. I'm almost certain that I'll have to change the tires out to pass salvage inspection, just because of the time of the year. It's winter time. The tires that are on it are like low performance summer tires. So I put it at 500. You know, by the time I pay for it, that's $800, $850, something like that there. And then I gotta go to the junkyard, get a trunk, bumper. You're looking at $1,000. Then I gotta get a salvage inspection. It's another $250. All that stuff adds up. By the end of it, by the time I'm finished with the car, I'm you say $1,500. And they retail it at $5,000. That's what they're retailing the value of. But I ain't gonna sell it for $5,000, right? You got to remember, I'm trying to make a quick profit off these cars. So with that said, I would sell the car for, you know, I would put a price tag of $3,000 and let them maybe beat me down, so I make it at least $1,000. And that's where I want to be a week. I want to be making $1,000 a week. That's $4,000 a month on vehicles profit. Do I want to be making more? Of course, but starting off, that's where I want to be. $1,000 a week profit. And basically, then I can work up to make more. You know, I could buy a car for $2,000 and sell it for $5,000 because, you know, that's the way selling cars goes. You can definitely make a profit. Anyways, with that said, we'll go on to the next one and the last one. This is a 2009 Dodge Journey XLT. The reason why I went to look at this in the first place, I was going to look at this, is because I could have swore that they were a 7-seater too. But when I got there, it wasn't. It was only a 5-seater. So the SXT, I don't know. It only showed me 5 seats. So I never really looked in the trunk to see if there was an extra set of seats that were folded down, and you know, for store and go or whatever. But anyways, with that said, I never put a price tag on this because I might have looked at the wrong one too. So anyways, with that said, the kilometers is 256. They retail the value of this vehicle at $6,000, and repair estimate is about $3,600. It's called for side damage, which was the driver's front fender, and secondary damage is undercarriage. We're in about 2 feet of snow, so I wasn't gonna dig out to look underneath. So I kind of, what turned me away was it wasn't a 7-seater. So, anyways, with that said, folks, that's all that I have. Unfortunately, I could not do a walk around Copart because I am not allowed in Canada here, because Canada is weird. We're a free country, but we cannot walk around with a camera. You know, you can do it in the States, but you can't do it here, folks. So, anyways, with that said, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, because there's stuff coming up soon where I'm going to be doing a lot of work to vehicles. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.